This is one of the most effective horde base designs I've seen in 2.0. How you doing? I'm Rebel and welcome back to 7 Days. Now before we jump in, I want to give full credit where it's due. This horde base design comes from TheRaniSmitesZombies. She sent me some screenshots of the base that she's been running in 2.0 over on Discord. I asked if I could recreate it here on the channel. She gave me the green light, so today we're breaking it down, rebuilding it step by step, and putting it to the test. It's compact, easy to build, and true to her name, it absolutely slays zombies. Let's get into it. I knew I heard a clown over here causing ruckus. Get out of here. Jerk. Never fails. I already started laying out the outline of this base just because I didn't want to mess it up. I'll put the pictures that she sent me and my interpretation up over there. I said I was going to be giving you step-by-step instructions, so I want to make sure that I put the dimensions in here. So from corner to corner, the long wall is 13 long, and it is also 13 tall. Lengthwise, it is 11 blocks wide, and the hallway walls are 5 blocks wide. And it's actually a good thing that I went through and did a lot of the pre-building off camera, just because you could see the ground here. See, the ground is misshaped, and the ground is misshaped here, and the ground is misshaped here, and here. I started building and started putting stuff in the wrong spots, and the way that I had it built originally would have really messed up this build. So I had to go back and delete a lot of the blocks that I placed and fill them in with soil. But here we are, it's time to start building up these walls. So it's a nice little T-base that's gonna funnel the zombies into my fighting position. Eventually, this wall is gonna be the same height as this wall, but this right here is gonna be my fighting position facing this way as the zombies funnel up and come at me. I don't have the pictures saved in my computer right now. I have them saved on my phone. So I need to go over to Discord and pull up the actual pictures that she sent, because I think I might have already messed it up. Yeah, I did mess it up. She doesn't have this whole wall covered. She's got just the entrance. Yeah, there we go, that's better. I knew I messed it up somewhere. I was trying to build it from the outside in, and it looks like I need to build it from the inside out. So let's fill out these stairs. I knew there was something not sitting right with this base. It was just the way that I was looking at it was wrong. Alright, I think that's kind of like the way that she has it set up with the entrance. I think I'm 1 block too long here. Yeah, there we go, that's much better. My eyes were playing tricks on me. One of the things that I'm going to be slightly modifying with her base is, she was using steel. The entire base, her entire base, is made of steel. I've never been a big fan of using steel in bases, just because if I can't force the zombies to take a path I need them to take, that's when I will actually introduce steel. Alright, so that is gonna be their entranceway in, and see, this is the part that I don't like. Yeah, my ground floor is higher than hers is, so like, yes, the zombies can jump up here, but is that gonna be an issue? I might have to modify this a little bit further and just throw in like 1 extra cube down here, just to make sure that the zombies actually pathway the way that we need them to. But before I do any modifications to this base, gotta make sure we gotta do it right first, the way that she built it first. Now, I don't remember her telling me that if the stairway that she built was hollow or not, but she did say that her fighting position was hollow. So we're gonna keep true to that and hollow out the fighting position here. The reason I use steel is as like a last ditch effort to get the zombies to go where I need them to go. So like if for whatever reason they're not pathing the right way, they're beating away at a foundation or something like that, I use the steel to convince the zombies to, rather than beat away at the foundation, to take the pathway I want. Very, very seldomly do I ever use steel. There we go, that's gonna be the main fighting position. And the other nice thing about this base is it uses 2 block shapes. That's it. The cube and the V1 Rail only, I think it's called. Where's it at? This one. Catwalk V1 Rail only. So it uses the cube and the Catwalk V1 Rail only. No stairs, no extra design shapes. This is it. I think I might have, yeah, I 100% built this base too tall. So this, I think she has 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is the roof. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is the roof. That's the height right there. So this I can get rid of. One of the other benefits of this base is that the Frostclaws and zombies are so close to the action. You're so close to them. Well, now they're, what is it? Chuck and the Rancher, I think they called them. They're gonna be so close to our fighting position that they're not gonna, no projectiles will ever happen in this base. For whatever reason, I thought that this wall here was 2 blocks thick. This one, I thought it was like that. But I'm having a hard time seeing from the pictures if that one, if that's the right way to do it. I don't want to mess this up. So I can't tell from the pictures just how thick that wall is supposed to be or how thick that she has it set up. I don't know if it is 2 blocks thick here or if it's 1 block thick. Is it like this? Is it like that where there's like a 2 block space in here? Or if it's like this with just a 1 block space. I can't really, I'm gonna, you know what? No, from this picture it 100% looks like a 1 block space. Like this, just like this. It doesn't, for whatever reason I thought these were too thick. Yeah, that's the way it looks. But I think that's it. Pretty standard, pretty basic base. But I think that covers pretty much everything in this base. The only thing, so her base is 100% steel. She's got it completely up to steel. So if it does fail, it's gonna be my fault for not using steel. She told me to. The only thing that we're gonna add to this base is probably some lights just so that we could see. But I don't want to change the layout of the base. So I think I'm just gonna put like a light up here. Maybe on just here, and that's it, just so that we can actually see. But there's no traps, no electric fence posts, no blade traps, no wires. This is it. So on a completely separate tangent, if you haven't noticed, the UI is different. So up top, like up there, we have now the day, the time, and the temperature, which is kind of interesting because temperature is going to play a big role. I loaded up 2.5 earlier today and just tested it out. We have heat back. I don't know how it plays out. I haven't gotten that deep into it. I literally just went into the desert and I started sweating and I was like, uh-oh. And then down here, the food and water, the green and blue water bars are no longer down here. They're all the way over on the other side. So I actually kind of really like the design. The UI definitely needed an update. So props to them for doing that. For whatever reason, I can't get the temperature to change effect. Hey, it's the Rancher. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I like that character model. That looks a lot better than the Plague Spitter. Ow. Mean guy. If I remember right, he still shoots bees though. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Yep, still a bee spitter. So one of the other things that they changed was smell. They made a smell mechanic. They brought the smell mechanic back into the game. So there used to be a smell mechanic, and let me see if I can spawn a rabbit here. Sorry, buddy. So now the smell mechanic, carcasses, have a smell. So zombies will be attracted to the actual smell of the carcass. I'm indifferent about whether or not I like that. Uh-oh, your lunch is going away. See all these guys? They're all running to the carcass. I like the fact that they're attracted to the carcass rather than me, though. Uh-oh. Oh, he finished it off. And the side effect of the smell is it actually also works for your character. So if you're holding on to meat, it will attract zombies to your location due to the fact that the food that you're carrying smells. All right, sorry for the tangent. Back to the base. I'm gonna go back over my dimensions because there was at one point my dimensions were wrong. So wide, it is 13 blocks wide. It is, this one's only 11 tall. And this way we are 11. I guess since we're not adding any traps to this base, the only thing we really need to do is get a generator running for some lights. I was thinking about just using torches just to keep it like as close as possible to the original. Torches don't do a good enough job in my opinion. And then we need a way in and out of this base. She did show me pictures that she had where she had her crafting base attached to this base. Off the back of it, I think she had another version of it where it was off to the side. I'm not doing the crafting base portion of it. All I wanted to test was the horde base. All right, I think the only thing left we got to do is to paint it up and make it look pretty. This is important. What would be a paint scheme worthy of the TheRaniSmitesZombies zombie base? I don't want to do yellow. My thought process was gold, but I don't want to do that. I think yellow is like the closest we have. It's the closest option we have for paint. That's not too bad. That kind of looks like gold, right? That's the closest we have to gold. Yeah, I think that'll work. Gold and purple. We're calling it gold. It's a yellow wallpaper, but we're calling it gold. Pretend like it's gold. I need one more color for an accent. Gold, purple, what goes with gold and purple? Green, maybe? I'm debating between green and blue. I think blue is gonna, yeah, blue wins. Blue wins, definitely wins. And just so I'm not completely left out of the design choices in the base, camo top. I think that's gonna be about it. It's very easy to build, very minimal resources required, and it only took 2 different block shapes. The least complicated base design ever, but I think it's gonna do amazing. I don't foresee these lights lasting very long, but you never know. So before we go ahead and throw in a full-fledged Horde Night, 3 feral Arlenes here. I want to make sure they all cycle through. 3 feral Arlenes off to this side. If you were wondering, tilde, the little tilde key next to the number 1 key, that's how, oh darn it, I didn't mean to do that. That's how you switch from first person to third person now. We're gonna copy that pic. There we go. I think there's a way to like zoom in and out too, so you're not right on the character. And there's also a, I don't know what button it is, but there's also a button to switch between like what shoulder you're looking after or looking over. Third person actually works out pretty well. It's not too bad. Surprisingly, I think they kind of nailed this one. The aiming used to be a little off, which is what I was testing right now. The aiming, so like when you're in third person, the old third person, it was just like, just meant for character movements. Yeah, I kind of really like this. This is working out really great. They did a good job with the third person camera, I think. So like if you, I'm trying to like look at all the little details. So like right now there's a crosshair, but if I turn the camera, at one point the crosshair completely goes away because I'm no longer looking at that direction. So if I swing, oh, okay, I see. So if you click any of the mouse buttons, he just kind of flips around. Let me face this way. If you click any of the mouse buttons, I'm gonna click in 3, 2, 1. The character flips around just to like aim where the mouse is, where the cursor is aiming at. Not something I would ever use because I am not a fan of third-person cameras, but does look like it works nice. Let's get our body over here because we're gonna run this test here. Come on, get up that ladder. I can't do it in third person. I can do it in first person, no problem. fire a shot just to see, turn on AI, and then fire a shot just to see how the zombies react. Make sure that they all actually form up the way that we need them to form up. Going up both sides. All right. Looks like it's working great. They made it here. We don't need any damage, thank you. Ooh. The remodeled loot bags too. Made them a little bit more pale. They used to be a lot yellower. All right, the only thing left to do is to sort through our inventory and then send in the horde. All right, we got our inventory sorted and we are 1 encumbered, which I don't like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ditch 1 stack of 9mm. I know it's risky, but we got a lot of other ammo to burn through. So we got the steel club, the steel spear, the pistol, the 44, the auto shotty, the SMG, the tactical assault rifle, and the addition of the compound crossbow. The reason I'm adding the compound crossbow is because she told me that when she fights the horde, she does a lot of throwing explosives and grenades. And because the zombies are so close to this area, this fighting position, basically she backs up to the wall, throws grenades from here, and she doesn't get hurt. So, knowing me, I'm gonna get hurt, but we're gonna see how that goes. Creative mode off, dev mode off. Now set time, day 70, 21:58. Much better. Welcome to Rani's resilient realm. I hear him coming in. She did say that she spends a lot of her fighting, a lot of her, I hear a garbage truck going by, it's making me angry. A lot of her actual fighting for the base is done with melee, so obviously I'm not gonna stick to just melee because stamina. However, I'm gonna do as much melee as I can. All right, you're getting a little out of hand already for my liking. Let's back up and get rid of some of these guys. 16 minutes into Horde Night. Ah, I took a hit there from my own shot. Clean some of these guys out a little bit. Oh, she also doesn't play on 64 max zombies, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this holds up. Ooh, taking a lot of damage already. Making it through. One of them squeezed through. Ooh. And if it is a little jittery or stuttery, that's because this is the experimental version. You jerks. Jerks, I was just trying. Did they break through already? Holy crap. Annihilated. Maybe steel, maybe you do need steel. She did tell me to make it out of steel. I'm gonna go through, repair this up, convert some of this to steel. So one of the things, she told me that she doesn't play on max zombies. I think she said 32, let me see. Default settings, whatever the default setting zombies are. Is it 8, 16, 32? I forgot which one it was. Whatever the default settings are, that's what she plays on. So it's understandable that this base took a beating way sooner than we were anticipating. Going from a base that's designed for the default settings to max zombies might be a little bit much without getting everything upgraded to steel. All right, everything I upgraded to steel, I left steel. I'm gonna paint it. But everything I left, or everything that I upgraded to steel, I left steel just so that you can actually see exactly what I upgraded, just if you are making this base on your own. So I upgraded all of this, and the reasoning I upgraded down here is because I don't want the zombies to come over here and think that they could just beat away at the foundation and collapse the base. So I'm trying to convince the zombies to stay away from the foundation all the way around. It's 4 high, all around the base of the foundation. All right, I think the base is fully repaired and upgraded. Let's see if this works out better. All right, I've tried a bunch of different things, and I think the problem with it is this right here. We got 64 enemies when the blood moon spawns. So we're gonna drop this down to default, because that's what she says she plays at. 8 enemies. All right, after a couple different modifications and tests, I think we found something that might work. We lowered the blood moon count to 8, because that's what the default is. That's what she said she plays at. And we added a single blade trap. So creative menu is off, set time day 70, 21. You know, let me just double check. Dev mode is off. Set time day 70, 21:58. Let's see how this works. Welcome to Rani's resilient realm. I hear him coming in. Come on. What do you got for me, zombies? I hear him. There you are. I see you. See how much of a difference this makes. Already doing a little bit better. So far, it's much more manageable. Running this down to 8 zombies at a time. Spider zombie, go away. Base is still taking some serious damage, though. We just gotta make sure we can stay on top of that, and I think we'll be golden. Hey, I shot his arm off. Poor guy. Come on, stay away. Much more manageable, much more feasible. She was right. It was the level of zombies. The amount of zombies that we were facing, that was the biggest problem. Level 191, game stage 312, 8,966 kills, 14 deaths. Come on. Lumberjack. Repair and then get some of you guys out of here. And then let's see how these zombies like some explosions. Can't stand these charged in infernals and ferals, and took a hit from my own explosion. Stupid bikers. Get out of here. So after further analyzing this base, I think it is an amazing base for playing on a slightly lower amount of zombies, because there's just nowhere for them to go. Once they get up here and they start beating away at your entrance, that's it. That's all they're interested in. Uh-oh, blade trap went down. Luckily, we're close enough to be able to repair it. Back up. All right, clear some of you guys out. Nobody invited you. Oh, we got a demo. Demo's here. I'm kinda hoping that we get a chuck. I wanna see the chuck. Shoot you right in the crotch, sir. And then the blade trap's gonna take you out. I hear the blade trap kinda wiggling a little bit. Need to repair that. Get to it before the zombies do. Hazmat, go away. Couple hazmat. 3 hazmat. And lumberjack, how you doing? If we go through this whole horde night and we don't get a single chuck, I'm gonna be upset. Gotta take a health kit, drop down to 100 health. Not good. Clear some of these guys out. Scumbag. I think I just shot my blade trap directly. Trying to shoot the lumberjacks in the legs, man. There's too many lumberjacks. Something else Rani was telling me about was that I did not pay attention to yet. I didn't get a chance to look it up or anything like that. She was saying that I think it was Cautious Pancake did an experiment, and apparently the 15 block fall, according to him, no longer affects the destroy everything mode. I don't know what the actual level is. I don't know if there actually is gonna be a level, or if it, is that a dire wolf? Yeah, that's a dire wolf. Bullet sponges here. He didn't like that blade. Stop it. You're making me hit my own blade trap. But yeah, apparently the destroy everything mode is not that the destroy everything mode is a thing of the past, but actually fighting against the destroy everything mode using a 15 block fall is no longer a thing. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to keep these zombies from going into destroy everything mode. So that is gonna nullify a lot of my base designs. So far, no ranchers. We had a demo. I haven't seen any cops either. I haven't seen cops. I haven't seen Mamas. She's missing. Really want the Chuck to show up. Clear some. Hey, there's a cop. Clear some of you guys out. I should have waited for the reload. Repair. All right. You're building up a little bit too much now. Building up a little bit too much. A little bit out of control. Construction worker, how you doing, buddy? Want to help me rebuild? No, I didn't think so. Bet she's in a union. He's probably the guy that stands around and watches all the other guys do the work. Yeah, and this is working out great too, because when you do hit them, hey, they broke through. I wasn't paying attention. That's all right. We still got a whole nother level, whole nother barrier, and we just got 1 hour left of this. I think we'll be all right. I hope. But what I was gonna say is, when you hit them, they fall back and they fall into the blade trap. So that way, when they're knocked back, they're still taking damage. Lumberjack, you can go away. A lot of construction workers this base, man. And another one of the nice things about this base is that because everything is so up close and personal, sir. Because everything is so up close and personal, you can get to everything and repair everything. All of your key parts of the base that are gonna take damage, you're right next to. So if anything takes damage, all you gotta do is pull out the nail gun, start fixing it up. Get out of here. Nobody invited you. 47 health. When did that happen? All right, building up too much again. Building up way too much. Get out of here. And there's Horde Night. Now we just need to finish them off. I see him down there napping. What do you think you're doing, sir? And there you have it. After a few minor tweaks to get this base working properly in 2.5 and dialing back the zombie count just a little bit, this thing is doing exactly what it was designed to do, and doing it well. Seriously, make sure you go show some love to the TheRaniSmitesZombies for this amazing design. And Rani, thank you personally for letting me recreate your base here on the channel. I really do appreciate it. Now, if you have any tips or ideas of how to make this base even stronger, you know the rest of the deal. Like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace, I'm out of here.